Welcome to American Medicine Today, presented by the Bonati Spine Institute, featuring the internationally acclaimed inventor of the Bonati spine procedures, Alfred Bonati, MD. Now here along with Dr. Bonati, your host, Kimberly Brumell.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Brumell. Our friend, executive producer of AM Tampa Bay, Ethan Euchre, is here.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Our TV and radio senior fellow, Jeff Wagstaff, joins us.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And across from me, we have world-renowned orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Alfred Bonati of the Bonati Spine Institute. Thank you for being here, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
We start off every show by giving a little bit of background, so we'll start here. Dr. Bonati started and trained in open back surgery, and during his time, he saw that there was a high failure rate with traditional open back surgery, and he knew there had to be a better way. There was nothing else on the market at the time, so he developed his own procedures and tools and made a much-needed contribution to medicine, and he paved the way and changed spine surgery forever. Because he branched off into uncharted territory, over the years he's received a lot of flack. That happens when you break the mold and you're a true pioneer. Ever since, he has continued to lead the way in advanced laser spine surgery, and specifically with the Bonati spine procedures. He holds 7 patents for his exclusive methods and instrumentation. No one else can claim to do what he and the Bonati Spine Institute have been doing for decades, or achieve the same successful results. The Bonati Spine Institute is all about results, and many imitators in the industry have tried to ride on his coattails and jump on that minimally invasive spine surgery bandwagon. Unfortunately, they've missed crucial steps. It's the training, knowledge, experience, tools, and technique it takes to replicate and perfectly execute his methods, so Bonati succeeds where others fail. And those statistics are supported by a recent 5-year survey which reflects an immediate 98.75% immediate success rate with the patient. So it's true patient resolve. So on today's show, we have Dr. Bland, who's going to be joining us, and he states that too many medical practitioners focus on disease rather than healthcare. So we're going to hear more on that and how we actually need to move past present disease care model in his new book. It's called The Disease Delusion and Conquering the Causes of Chronic Illnesses for a Healthier, Longer, and Happier Life. Then we'll hear what's new in American medicine today. But up first...
In today's Back to Life segment, we will talk to a patient of the Bonati Spine Institute who went from living a life that was restricted by pain and discomfort through their journey of finding the Bonati Spine Institute and are now living pain-free.
We have Jim Pilgrim on the line, and he's calling in from Juneau, Alaska, and he's going to be here talking about his experience. So thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Why don't you kind of give us your background? What was the pain you were feeling, and did you seek out other treatment?
Basically, I did a lot of heavy lifting. I'm also ex-military, and my left leg went to sleep. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'd stand up and it just wouldn't be there. And I spent like 3 months going 4 times a week to a chiropractor and did steroid shots, the whole bit. None of it worked.
Hey, Jim, what was the cause of it? I mean, did it just start happening over time? What was your career? You said you were in the military. Then what were you doing as an occupation?
In the military, I did special weapons and tactics.
So you're not a man to be trifled with. That's what we're getting at.
And so I'm sure I
Exactly.
pounded my body some then, but then I was also a meat cutter, and we throw around, 75 pounds of meat every 30 minutes. So,
Jim, did any one thing happen to really aggravate it, or was it one of those things that just came on over time?
Actually, I slipped on the ice,
Ouch.
and it was just a jarring motion that pretty much, I want to say, pinched that nerve.
Mm-hmm. And so it was in your lower back and legs?
Yeah, bulged disc and some arthritis, of course, because I'm not that young anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so how long did you live with this pain? And as Kimberly asked, what sort of treatments did you...
I tolerated it for years, but then it got to a point where I could, had a hard time walking sometimes.
And so did you go visit a chiropractor? What sort of options did you explore?
Yes, I went and seen bone and joint doctors for steroid shots and chiropractor for, four times a week
Jimmy,
for at least 3 months, and nothing was relieving the pain.
Jim, it's unreal. We talk to so many patients who've experienced the kind of pain that you have, but they live with it at times for months or even years. So what led you to find the Bonati Institute?
My wife is an MD and a PhD in biochemistry, and we talked about it. My chiropractor happens to be a good family friend as well, and I talked with him, and I said, traction and adjustments just aren't working. I need something better. So my wife and I searched out the options, and I found Bonati online, and literally went through everything you had on your webpage and decided, even though it's clear across the country, that's where I'm going.
Let me ask you something, Jim. The pain that you felt, you said it felt like your leg was numb and it wasn't completely under you, but how was it affecting your life? What were the things that pain was limiting?
I've always been very, very active. So when you can't go out and mow the yard, then that's not a very good quality of life.
Not
Correct.
Plus, I love to fish, and going out fishing would hurt my back.
What about work? Did it affect your work? You mentioned how you were lifting
I
at
actually
times.
had to stop work.
Wow.
Yeah. Lifting 75 pounds at a time, I'm sure, had to be adding pressure to that area.
So Jim,
Correct.
You found the Bonati Spine Institute. You went through everything on the website. What was the first contact like, and what made you decide, hey, I'm going to fly 3-4 time zones away to go get this pain relieved?
I called, and I can't remember who I talked to, but they basically told me what I needed to send to them to see if they could help me. And I had that all sent, and once it was pretty seamless. Once they said yes, I made the reservations, and not only for plane tickets, but hotel, and also scheduling to go to the Institute.
And so upon
It
arrival,
happened fairly quickly.
Upon arrival here in Florida, kind of walk us through your first experience walking into the Institute. How were you welcomed? How were you made to feel? Did they alleviate any of your anxieties going into this?
Of course I was nervous. Anyone that is going to have back surgery will be nervous. But I was amazed that everything was in one place. I didn't have to go to this doctor's office or, another clinic. Everything is right there.
Pretty impressive
I was
facility.
pleased with that.
Oops, sorry, Jim.
Yeah, it is. As Jeff mentioned, it's a very impressive facility. And so I'm assuming they looked at your MRIs and things like that. What was your prognosis? What did they tell you they were going to do? And
basically, they were going to remove a disc, open up, I believe they're called facets, to a nerve that was going to my leg. I was actually tentatively scheduled for 4 surgeries.
Okay.
And what did they tell you the prognosis was for being pain-free? How long would you be back at it, back mowing your lawn, back chucking meat around the store?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. And what had they told you back home in Alaska? That there was pretty much nothing they could do for you, right?
I wasn't getting anywhere here in Alaska or Seattle, for that matter.
Jim, one of the things that I'm still amazed by, we've talked to so many people who have had the Bonati procedure, is the concept of conscious IV sedation. That when they actually perform the procedure, you are awake, alert, and aware to help the surgeons identify, locate, and eliminate your pain. Tell us about that procedure. What was it like for you to actually go on the table, be awake, and have them find that area of pain?
I was kind of amazed. I can say it's not pain-free, but it's tolerable, and you understand why the surgeon is talking to you.
It's pressure on the nerves.
He has to find, just where your pain is.
Correct.
Right, so you can feel, where they're at, where they're sort of, pushing around, asking you, because they need to pinpoint the location of where that is. Now, were you watching the procedure on the screen?
I was.
And what was that like? That alone fascinates me, because you're lying there on the table watching someone perform surgery on
I've had several knee surgeries, and I got to watch those as well. So, and being an EMT, to me, the medical side of it's very fascinating to me.
Very interesting. So they were able to pinpoint where the problem was and take care of the problem. Obviously, you said you had 4 different procedures done?
No, my surgeon, Dr. Grossmith, kind of challenged me.
Okay.
Because, I was, in my mind, I was set to receive 4 surgeries.
Okay. Hey, Jim, I'm gonna pause you right there, because we're actually up against a break. On the backside, we'll discuss where you're at now and how you're living, if you still have pain or if you're pain-free. And I'm assuming, since we're talking to you, you're pain-free.
Okay.
So just hang on. All right. Kimberly?
You are listening to American Medicine Today. If you or someone you know is suffering with back, neck, or leg pain, feel free to reach out to the Bonati Spine Institute at 855-267-0482 or check out Bonati.com. After the break, we'll hear more from patient Jim Pilgrim on the Bonati Spine procedures. You're listening to News Radio 970, WFLA. Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati Spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati Spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail. The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at Bonati.com.
All my pain is gone. Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible.
It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati Spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail.